Hey, it's Misha. Listen, I just wanted to come live and check in with you all to see how your Christmas holiday went. I know a lot of times during this season, we don't always have great days, or sometimes we prepare ourselves for a great, a fellowship with our family and friends, and it doesn't turn out that well. So I wanted to go ahead and just check in with you all, see how your holidays showed up, anything that triggered, and just kind of check in. I just share a little bit about myself. I intentionally spent yesterday by myself. I went to church, and then I went to breakfast with my family, but I came home and had it by myself on purpose. And the reason for that is I just wanted to make sure that I was okay. I needed some time. I needed some space, and I didn't want to be triggered. I wasn't feeling the best emotionally. I wasn't like depressed or anything like that. Of course, I'm self-diagnosing. My friend Latanya is on here. She is a psychologist. She probably like telling me, "Don't be self-diagnosing your mission." But I wasn't depressed. I wasn't feeling that down. But I did know that I had some emotional residue from Thanksgiving because my grandchildren didn't get to come for Thanksgiving, and that's usually the holiday that I have and with them, and I didn't get a chance to spend that with them. So it was really, really hard, through Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so for me, I wanted to take some time and kind of sit with myself and not find myself like, flipping off on somebody or responding and allowing for my emotions to speak instead of me speaking. So I don't know. Maybe you had some things that happened with you during this time period that you just want to share. Let's talk about it. Let's try to work on ways in which we could be better as we go into the new year. I talk about putting bumper pads in place, putting guardrails up, setting boundaries. So to make sure that when we show up and be present. So I just wanted to just pop out here and just see how you're doing. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, anything that you want to share, maybe something great happened. Maybe you can give us some tools and tell us how we can do it better. But I'm here for it. I want you to know that I'm here for it. I want you to know that I got you, that that we're here together, we're making this thing happen, and that you're not by yourself. Even if you decided, like myself, to spend time by yourself, you're never alone, and I'm just here for it. And so just putting myself out there for you and to check it out for you. So yeah, you might have a story or something that you want to share. I know I spent time, like I said to you all, with my horses. I got a chance to spend time with them and do a lot of stuff with them. Like I went riding and watched them and some other things like that. That gave me relief. That gave me joy. It made me feel good. So yeah, so if you have something that maybe you did that it was a help to somebody else, maybe, hello, how are you? Hey, infamous. Hey, okay, I see you East Bronx is out there. Gypsy Rider, you're out there. Okay, y'all get in the chat. Let's talk about a few things and see what's happening in our world. Okay, some of you all have popped out here on my Facebook page and on the YouTube, and just tell me hello. Put it in the comments. Let me see who you are that's out there. I put my good afternoon to you all. Usually you all see me at 7 a.m. in conversations, but we decided to come out here now. Yeah, just to chit chat and talk to you. Okay, I see you. Fire Red is out there. What's going on with you? I see you, Nancy. What's going on with you? Hello. But yeah, so just kind of putting it out there just to see how everybody was doing, how the holidays. One of the things I did was I wrote a book, and we talked about leaving it all on the table and creating opportunities for good, healthy conversations, especially during the holidays, because sometimes you can have a conversation with someone and it can go left. Just a little bit about, I know I'm probably gonna get in trouble with this, but during breakfast, a question was raised, and the intent of the question may not been conveyed clearly because we went left, like we went far left. My dad, my dad asked this question, he made a statement, and we like went left. It wasn't a negative thing, but we all went left, and all of a sudden we was down this rabbit hole. And then he said, "Wait, whoa!" He said, "That's not what I meant by." That question, but that happens, right? That happens with us, especially around these holiday times where we're all reminiscing on how we used to do things and how things used to be, and it can really leave you feeling some type of way. Hey, what's going on? Happy afternoon to you too. All is well. Hey, Brenda Page, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah, I'm just talking, Brenda, about just holiday things that have taken place. I remember just in the conversation with my family, and they were talking about their children and going back to college, and their children getting prepared for college, and some of the things they were discussing about, when everything was futuristic. And I just had this, all of a sudden, this, I just got kind of, melancholy, right? Because I don't have that. I don't have that. I can't project the future for my son, my children, because they're both gone. And I don't think my family, they didn't mean anything. They weren't trying to cause problems with me. They weren't trying to be hurtful or mean spirited. They just were excited about what their children do. But sometimes excitement can become the trigger. And I don't know about you all that's out there right now. You all joined in there. I see you, Joyce and Rudan. I see you guys in there. But sometimes those things happen. And if you all have any recommendations, I've done the psychologist. I'm not talking about that, but just any recommendations that you've done that helped you move forward. I would love, love, love to hear from you, in the chat. Tell me some of the things that you've done in order to navigate past some of these challenging moments that we experience in life. It's not always easy. Yes, I am a Christian. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in the word of God. I know he'll never leave me nor forsake me, but I still am human, and I still have those moments. Hey, Marsha Mackey, what's going on? I'm so glad you joined in. I'm just really just talking to you all about the holiday season, like, any triggers that may have happened while you were sitting at the table, or maybe there was some difficulties that took place. But what do you recommend? Did you put anything in place to make sure that you had a good holiday, and that not only did you enjoy yourself, but then those people that were around you enjoyed you as well? So, just pop in here and let me know, give me some tools, give me some little tidbits, as they say, of, what things that you put in place. Board. Like I said, I spend time with my horses. That's always a go-to for me because it's just so common. And horses are really therapeutic. Of course, they have like equine therapy because they are very therapeutic. And I know other animals are well, but I don't. Y'all know me. I don't get into other animals. I get into horses only. Nothing against y'all dog lovers and cat lovers and any other lovers y'all have out there. But I just know for me, the horses is what's my go-to, and that's what I did. And it just really, really helped. And I'm really interested to find out, like, what did you do? What things did you put into play to help you navigate in this season? Maybe it wasn't the loss of a loved one. Maybe it could have been the loss of a job. Maybe money was funny this year. You used to be the Santa Claus. You used to be the one that goes out and buys all the gifts for everybody. But this year, things change. You had to, change things up, and it's no longer you. So let's see. Okay. I got some folks that's talking, said, I like to be around other people who are joyful and not always easy, even if I'm not. That emotions of others can be contagious. That's good. Okay, so I like that. So you made sure that you were around some people, and so that they can rub off on you, and their emotions or them being happy can make sure that you level set. That's a good thing to do. Not everybody, sometimes being around too many people can be draining. Anybody? Like, am I the only one that's out there that sometimes being around too many folks could be just a tad bit draining? I love people. I love being around people, but sometimes I do find myself that if I'm always having to be on, or people are looking for me, to respond, and I'm not going to say to perform, but just to respond, to be present, to looking for me to, you know, um, do certain things, and always, be the one that's praying, or whatever that may be. And sometimes I need to step back. I need a moment to step back. And so, hey, Boss May, what's going on? What's going on with you? Hey, Felix, how are you doing? So that's just me. Anybody else have that? Let's say great tip, hug longer than 20 seconds. I like that. Okay. Okay. So the hug now, okay, so you said that between us, you said that, but there are some people that don't want you hugging them. Like or let me say this to you. I remember when my son first transitioned and someone came and hugged me, not somebody I was close to, but just, somebody I knew. And so it wasn't like a stranger, but just somebody I knew. And they hugged me and like I broke down. Like I broke down in their arms. And that I didn't intend to do that. Like that left me feeling uh kind of weird. It left me feeling weird because I became vulnerable with a person that I probably in normal life, or if things were just normal, I wouldn't have become vulnerable with that person. Like that wasn't like my go-to person. So again, being vulnerable, being in when you lose a loved one, or you have a loss, or you experience something that's traumatic, sometimes you can find yourself in confessing or being vulnerable with a party that it's safe, maybe, but maybe it's not proven safe. I like that. Okay. So maybe it's not proven safe. It isn't proven to be a safe place, but you do it, like you said, because they hug you and it's there for more than 20 seconds, and all of a sudden you're broken. And that's just not something I'm going for. Just not something for me. So yeah, but I do appreciate that. I like that, having the hugs there. Hey, Lisa, say hugging does not allow you to control your emotions early in the grieving process. I prefer Lisa. Okay, so this is what I'm saying right there. Wave, yes. Okay, Lisa, I'm there with you. I'm there with you. I prefer a wave because so I remember, I know I'm jumping everywhere, but that's why this live is the way it is. So I remember, okay, my this Devon passed in August, and I took my time to get reacquainted with the people at the church, both at that time, Cathedral Nashville, and then the Cathedral New Highway. I took my time getting, acclimated to them, okay, and then setting up this new normal. And then I went to so that August, and then April, I went to April call meeting, but I hadn't seen, because we were still in the middle of the pandemic, I hadn't seen the church people, the national church people, since Stevana passed. And so when I was sitting in the lobby, taking a call, and one of the people came up to me and they said, I just want to offer my condolences to you. I'm so sorry. And I was trying to figure out, like, what are they talking about? Like condolences for, because I had already experienced those people that were close to me. And so here I am trying to figure out what they were talking about, and it finally dawned on me what they were saying. And then it seemed like that opened up, more people started coming over and offering their condolences and wanting to hug and wanting to touch and wanting to discuss. And I was like, I said, I got to get out of here. I started feeling suffocated because I wasn't prepared. And I think that's why I wanted to come on today, because sometimes we're not prepared for what we experience. Like, I went to April call meeting to go vote and to do the business of the Church of God in Christ. In case you all don't know what April call meeting is when we go do the business of the Church of God in Christ. So I went down there for that reason. But yet here I was, and I didn't prepare myself. I didn't put my guardrails up. I didn't put the bumper pads up. I didn't put my boundaries up. I didn't position myself mentally and physically so that I could could be safe. Because what I had been doing before was having someone go with me places so they can run interference with me. And I wasn't prepared. And I tell you, I felt suffocated. I thought, oh my good Lord, this thing has gone on too much. Anyway, So yes, Lisa, thank you for that one. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much to say that. Listen, hugging does allow for your emotions. She just said that, and sometimes you just need to wave. And can I say that to people too? Sometimes I know you all have great intentions, but sometimes just a wave, a hello, you good, a check in. And Lisa always checks in on me. She is just great with that. Other people too, check in. But sometimes you just need just to check in, a little text message just to say, hey, you good. You could be in the same setting, but a little text message just saying, hey, you good, just to make sure that they're okay and that you're not running up on them at the wrong time and you will cause triggers to happen. So that I think is so important. So important. So yeah, that's good. That's good. I appreciate that. I love to get your comments, would love to hear what you have to say, would love to find out some of the things that you may be doing to make sure that you're good, that you're okay, and anything that may have happened so that we can help walk through this journey together. Because to me, it's important that we link up and make sure that each one of us can, is having a great time and that we're ready for, 2026 or ready for the new season, whatever that's going to be, whatever it's going to look like. But this is a time to really kind of get that buddy system together. And I don't mind being your buddy. I don't mind being that person that you can call on, that we can jump out here and just have a discussion, and just hang out and find out, like, how can we be a support to one another, as well as, be accountable, because we don't want to be out here just like we're by ourselves. I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone, because there's too many people that's going through these traumatic situations, and we're never alone. So that's all I wanted to do, was just jump out here. Thank you all so much for joining in. We put our 20 minutes in. I said 15, but it's getting ready to be 20 minutes because 12:46 is coming through very quickly. And I want you all to have a great rest of your day and weekend, and get ready for the New Year's Eve and New Year's. Don't party too hardy, and just make sure that you stay up. And if you ever need anything, please make sure that you have some accountability partners in place, people that you can go to, can share with, and just make sure that you're good. That's what's most important to me. I want to make sure that you're good, because when you're good, the other things fall in line, and then life is good. All right. We'll holler at you. We're going to do some more pop-ups like this too. But thank you for joining in. I'll talk to everybody later. All right. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.